Double Diamond Railroad back on a Therapeutic Thursday because we're getting work done, projects, working things out. We've had several successes, some setbacks, but overcame them already. And this engine is now officially broken. He ran for like 4 hours last night, forward, backward, 3 different speeds. He's running pretty smooth. And we're excited about, hopefully, he wasn't having a problem on the switches over here in the plant. I discovered a piece of ballast or cork granule in there or something that was in the frog guard. He got that out. I just ran him in. He did fine. He did glitch right out here in front of his nose, backing in. But we got dirt everywhere now, so it's been flying. So let's take him back to the plant, and then we're going to show you the project updates. Put my momentum back in, momentum 3, see how that does. Low for the workers. Try to make this shorter video today. Making progress. The lumber mill came in. Shoot, I was going to open it up and set it out so you could see it. Lumber mill came in, and the wood, extra lumber yard wood, a bunch of it. I haven't got out yet. Rigged those up. I was working on the track over there and laid the foundation for the lumber yard. Got it glued down, weighted and pinned. Did more work back here where the new switch is going in. Got a programming paper laying on the track. We're going to start messing with the horns after this. He's in dynamic mode, dynamic brakes, just playing around with the sounds. See if we can get in here with 2 cars without having a glitch. I don't know if he picked up something though back in the other yard. So I gotta watch out for. I'd have drugged something in there. Going through 4 miles an hour. Oh, he hit it. Still something there. Okay, we see where he's at, which switch he's on. His rear trucks are on the frog. So now I got to play around and see if it's the points or what. Stand by. Okay, we're going to try this again. We cleaned it, put some deoxit. It seemed to be the points not contacting. But I think the belly tank is rubbing in certain spots. I think we're going to sand down, file down the edges, the front and back edges of those tanks. They've had an issue with that. because if you see the tanks are depressed on both sides, they like stick down, and it's right. I couldn't hardly get it railed on the railer because it's sliding on the belly tank. So I think it might be catching who knows what. Plus I haven't, let's see if he hasn't. Oh, I don't see, yeah, he's still got trip wires on there. I need to get rid of those. It might be catching, I can't see it. Let's try it. It's what I got to trouble. It's the only switch it's doing on right now. But it glitched over there going into the yard. So maybe it is catching on something. Now I got to go through and probably die on camera again. Okay, we're on a point. Hitting the frog. Okay, that time it made it through. So it acts like a dirty point. With all I'm doing over here, it doesn't surprise me. Gotta turn that down. After I get my horn sound picked, we're going up and we're going to leave it on track 1 for programming. It's easier to isolate everything down. Okay, he's in there. Let's turn him off. So we can talk over him. Okay, back to the switch replacement project. Nice there. So there's where it's gone. And we were going to have to piece in like a 2-inch piece on this side. Decided I didn't want to do that. It's hard to do. I've had trouble before. Rails coming loose, everything. So I went back farther, like, 3 more inches, cut the track back ahead of a nail. Got everything cleaned out, had to put cork back in where the styrene, that's the thing, you use styrene to track loose too, and everything underneath it rips some foam off too. So I had enough depth to get a piece of cork in there, and then I had to put more shims in that gap. So right now it's drying. I just did that. Had to resolder 2 more power feeds up there, no biggie. So that's what we're going to do there. It saves replacing that whole track. So I just ordered 5 pieces of Atlas Code 80 Superflex from Iron Planet. Be here either Saturday or Monday. So I got clean pieces. I have 1 clean piece here laying there to do that track section back there. And I got enough to, you can see the other piece scrap. The piece that in, I can do all that. It'll be a lot easier that way. But then I realized I needed more track for the lumberyard transfer place. Let's zip over there. Okay, here we are at the lumberyard, foundation laid down, big cork piece I had, didn't have to cut it or anything. Got it laid and glued and weighted and pinned about an hour ago, before lunch. And I got my 2 cubes in and empty, and there's the loaded that I found. It's like a 72, 73 foot. He's pretty big for that siding. And then this one in front fell apart. The bottom fell off the weights. Had to take and do surgery on it. Get it back together with super glue and some styrene glue. So here's the sad thing. I'll move again so you can see this. This track that empties on is going to have to come out. In fact, I'm going to have to take both tracks out and redo it all to a single track, kind of down the middle between where they are right now, which will eliminate 1 switch, which is good. It'll be smoother in there. That switch will come out. And we're going to come off the switch above it and come down 1 single spur down the middle in the tan part between the 2 tracks. Because I remember, if you're doing a center beam, you got to be able to load from both sides. So I had to leave that. They'll have to access up at the other end, drive across, and run down through where the track is on this side. And that's where it'll drive and come up to the other side of the center beam car so you can get to that side. Now, I could, to avoid all that, I could, I suppose, but I got to take a switch out anyway. It would clean it up. If I wanted to keep the storage, I could take the concrete pieces they give you with the kit. I think they do. Or use styrene. I could fill that all in. Or use the, what is that stuff? The plaster stuff I got. I forgot what it's called. Got it at Lowe's. It's the stuff you put down and it's pink. It's like grout and it turns white when it's done. I could pave all that and do it that way. Leave the tracks I have storage and have it drive over the tracks. That's a possibility I just thought of, instead of going to a single track. I almost think, though, it looks too busy here. And if I took this track out, I would have more clear space between the yard over here. Hey, there's a load there I forgot about. See, I don't have enough room for box cars, and so maybe I better go with the paved thing. So I can have all center beams in there at one time, or a couple box cars, be able to sort loads and empties. So I guess I'll try that. I'll either pave it or use that stuff that comes with it. They've got concrete ramps and everything. So we'll see as that goes. I'm not ready yet, because I can do some of that, but it all depends when I put the Pico switch in. The switch angles are going to change. So I don't want to get ahead of myself there. I make it harder. Too bad those Picos aren't the same length and angle as the Atlas. They're either short or long. Can't get the same one. Okay, so that's what we're doing there. It's progress, and we got the kit. We should be able to get it built. I got the lumber. Get that all done, set it in there at least for the scene. Then see how much they give you to lay down concrete. Scribe styrene. I think it comes with it. There's a Jibo lit up back there. Okay, that's it for today. Got to keep working. Take care. God bless. Have a great weekend. Enjoy your family. Enjoy your trains. Double Diamond Railroad out.